Live earlier. Now, rival football fans have found common ground in a campaign to cut the price of tickets. The Football Supporters Federation is arguing that the price of away tickets should be capped at £20, partly to deal with the decline in away attendances. Earlier this month, Manchester City fans protested against the £62 price tag on away tickets at Arsenal's Emirates Stadium. 900 tickets were returned unsold. Well, let's get more on this with Kieran Maguire, finance expert from Manchester Metropolitan University. Thanks very much for joining us. So is the £62 away ticket a tipping point, do you think?
I think so. I think Manchester City fans historically have not seen themselves as a Category A club, and what Arsenal did was that they deemed City to be, because they're the best opposition, they're going to charge them the highest prices. The City fans took umbrage at this and therefore fought back by turning down the tickets.
So £20 for an away ticket is the price that some are saying would be a fair price for the clubs to charge. What do you think? Do you think it could be set at that?
I think as a fan that certainly is something you would want, and if you look at the finances of clubs such as City, if they cut their away prices to £20 from say the £40 they're currently at, it's only going to cost City around about £650,000 a year. Given that City's revenue last year was £239 million, it's a drop in the ocean.
What would be the incentive, though, for a club to do it when they're selling the tickets? I mean, obviously, the Manchester City game that we were talking about was an exception, and lots of tickets were unsold because of that price. But at a certain level, they are selling the tickets, and they're playing to almost capacity crowds.
Well, I think the only benefits to the clubs themselves would be much of a PR exercise. They have got 98, 99% capacity. If you look at the clubs such as Arsenal and Manchester United, they sell out every single week. So there's no financial benefit to them in terms of cutting prices. They might be able to win over a few more hearts and minds, but especially with a UEFA financial fair play coming into being soon, I can't see any incentive for them, especially when the clubs are being driven by financial problems.
When we were talking about it here earlier, somebody said theatres in London don't charge different prices to different audience members depending on how far they've got to travel. I mean, is that a sort of valid argument to make? Is that a good equation to look at?
Very much so. If you look at the season ticket prices at Arsenal, they are extremely high anyway. So if I was an Arsenal fan, I think I would probably object to me having to pay £50 to go and watch exactly the same match as a person sitting three yards away who's only going to pay £20.
If the clubs don't cut the away ticket prices, what do you think the potential impact could be in the long run? Because, I mean, it is expensive to travel a long distance. If fans just decide they can't do it and they're not going to go and support their clubs, how far could it go?
Well, I think a club like Manchester United might just turn around and say, we can actually sell 75,000 tickets each week to home fans, so why charge the away fans £20 when I could charge a home fan £40? So that the potential danger here is that away fan attendances will fall and there'll be less atmosphere, because one of the great things about UK football is the banter between the fans, it's the chanting and so on. So the atmosphere at Premiership grounds isn't great anyway because of the issues to do with all-seater stadium and the gentrification of the crowds. I think this could take things a step further.
Good to talk to you, Kieran Maguire. Thank you very much.